right, you got a hitman?
I'd hire you.
Yeah, who's your hitman, all right? Luckily for you, Glen Powell will help you find your perfect match in the new romantic comedy Hitman.
Yeah, we talked to the cast about the story behind the film. Take a look.
So what's the biggest difference between the real you and your occupation?
By the way, my name is Gary Johnson, and I'm a fake hitman.
The new film, Hitman, follows the unbelievable true story of Gary Johnson, a college professor who moonlights as a contract killer on sting operations for the police. Glen Powell, who stars in and co-wrote the film, found that the most unbelievable tales out of the South make for some great stories to share with audiences.
The stories that come out of Florida always seem like crazier than anything you've ever heard in your entire life, and I think the stories from Texas always feel bigger than anything you've ever heard of. You know, the personalities are big in both of those places. But I think, you know, at least growing up in Texas, there is this, I never really clocked it when I was growing up, but the idea of like storytelling, you know, sitting watching a sunset with a beer, just like telling stories. It's sort of how you relate to people, and I feel like the amount of characters that come through Texas.
And each arrest was like a standing ovation.
Okay, Daniel Day.
I had it down to a science.
Sounds lovely.
Until things got, well, complicated.
Madison.
Director Richard Linklater, known for putting an emphasis on rehearsing with his actors, spent a lot of time developing these characters, with Powell and leading lady Arjona building on their already effortless chemistry.
I'm a big believer in let's all sit around the table and really talk. I want to answer all those questions now. I want to find new things. I'm always rewriting. I'm looking for my next idea that's going to come up and make it a little better. And if anyone else wants to join in there and help, that's great. You get a bunch of funny people together, you know, you make each other laugh, and some of it works its way into the movie.
I think that made it really easy for us to have conversations that maybe I wouldn't want to have with everybody. And it just allowed us to have a good time and have fun and respect each other. And I don't know, I mean, it's such a fun movie that we couldn't take these themes so seriously. And he's not that hard to have chemistry with.
Aw, shucks.
Really isn't it?
My name is Gary Johnson, and my simple question for you is, who is your hitman?